Yes, mambo vipi ladies and gentlemen, welcome ndani ya Mkenya Marekani kama kawaida. This is a platform where we educate you, we highlight a lot of things, and today there is one thing that we have to bring to a discussion today. AI. Mmekuwa mkisikia kitu inaitwa AI. Sasa leo nataka kuwaletea mchandanuzi wa maswala ya AI. Sijui AI kwa Kiswahili ni nini, but we have here a face that is not very new to us, and we'll be discussing about the AI. So help me invite none other than Daktari G.O. Ouma Mark Ouma.
Jina kubwa hilo.
Jina kubwa hii, hata unasikia my friend. We karibu sana bana.
Asante sana Gary.
Yes.
So kwanza umesema AI ni nini kwa Kiswahili?
AI, what is AI in Swahili, by the way?
So we start with A, Kiswahili ni A, I ni E. So AI, that's what it is in Swahili. Anyway, I don't know what it means Swahili, but it's a word that I think everyone should know in the current world. Whether you say young, whether you're old, whether you are growing up, whether you've grown up, AI is part of life. It makes life very simple. So if you ask me what AI is, I will tell you it's a technology that simplifies life for us as human beings. So AI is able to help us do things that were not possible if we didn't have AI. So that's what I will say what AI is in the simplest terms possible.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Was it a continuation of Google or what?
Yeah. So AI has been existing for a very long time. So I remember my first time to hear of the word AI was 2006 when I went to college.
Wait, 2006?
Yes. So I went to college.
Wow.
College was 2006, long time ago. And so I heard of AI, but it was more of robotics other than just what we have right now. So over time, things have evolved. So robotics or robots are controlled by AI. So a robot could be a simulation of something that is being controlled by a software or a program which is coded to control it. And so AI is able to control robots, but AI are able to do things that we able to do, but they can do it more efficiently, effectively, faster, and more accurately. That's what I'll say. But when it comes to AI making our lives simple, I would want to imagine today I'm able to communicate with everyone in a more simple way, in a faster way, by the help of AI. Now, AI, there are many technical terms behind AI that a person doesn't need to know, but just need to know how it will make your life simple. So today, I want to bring you an example of how AI can make your life simple. So for anyone who is in this country, in US, and anyone who has ever traveled.
And by the way, sorry to cut you. You can share your screen, by the way. You can share your screen if you need to elaborate anything.
Yes,
you can share your screen.
Okay, yes, I will. I will at some point. For now, I want just to explain. Right now, if you're to travel in to another country, like coming to US, life has been made simpler, or it's been simplified by the use of AI. I remember my time when I was trying to get information to come here. It took me 2 weeks to be able to go through the web. By that time, I would just Google, find anything that I would get, follow the link, click on the link, and follow it until I was able to get something that I needed. It consumed a lot of time, so it took me 2 weeks. I'm not sure how long it took you, Gary, but I know for my first time when I was trying to come to America, it took me 2 weeks to be able to gather all the information that I needed. Today with AI, you'll cut that time by like 10 times. So it would take something that took me 2 weeks today. If I was to start all over again, and with the use of AI, I would use at least or at most 3 hours, because I will get I will type in what I need, get an answer that I need without anything extra that I don't need, that I would say I will call them noises. So anything that I don't need will not come to my feed. So I would imagine if you were to use a static website, for example, Google, where you type in, it will give you a link and suggestion. You go to the link, and then after link, tons and tons of links to be able to get what we're looking for. And then by the day you get
And
to the
also, in the midst of those links, there is also con links
yes,
where
yes,
they charge you for a free service.
yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. So yeah, so those are challenges that come with using the old version of what we had and the AI. Now, AI is artificial intelligence.
Yes.
It means it's an intelligence that is not natural. So giving something, because it's only human beings that were created with some kind of intelligence that know anything, nothing else has.
Hmm.
So it's trying to give something, an intelligence, to act as a human being.
Hmm.
That's what AI is. So, for example, I want to give a robot an intelligence to behave like me. I want it to behave like me. I want it to behave like Gary, for example. Being able to carry out laundry, being able to go to the shopping mall and be able to do shopping. So you're trying to give it some intelligence. Now, and that brings me back to what I want to discuss today. As people who are moving to other countries, we made life possible for you, simplified it, streamlined it
Hmm.
with help of artificial intelligence powered platform called Navismart. Navismart is an AI powered platform that simplifies and streamlines immigration process for individuals and immigration service providers. Now, it starts from when you are seeking information, just like what I told you. So
Yeah.
you seeking information, and it helps you get that information faster and saves you time and cost that you'll spend paying for the consultant.
Hmm. Hmm. And this
It,
is this platform, you created it yourself.
yes, we created it. It's our platform. It's our platform.
Uh,
Now, it's basically dealing with immigration.
yeah.
So it starts from the point that it's able to provide you with information that you are looking for to an extent that you can be able to get information, take action, that it's really helping you save time, save cost, and providing you with assurance that you're not going to be scammed. And by the way,
Hmm.
we know what happens in most of the time. I've read some of the things that happens in um in the news, and sometimes it's very hard to see that to know that people are being scammed after even selling the last piece of land with the hope that they are going to get those greener pasture. Sasa hii ni kusaidia watu to help them save those save them from those scammers. Now,
Hmm.
our platform, and I
Yeah.
need to do a presentation here so that you can be able
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
see.
You're welcome to
So let me
share the
share
screen.
screen.
And by the way, if you have any questions on any platform, we are streaming to like 5 platforms. If you have any questions, just
Yeah.
uh, keep them, and then we'll tackle all these questions after this presentation.
Uh,
So
uh,
remember, if you're coming in right now, we are talking about AI, how it can make life easier here in America. Right now, you have to jump to this bandwagon because AI now is doing everything. Whatever you thought you cannot do, AI is able to do for you. From creating music, from creating video, I mean, a lot of things. And now we are talking about how AI can simplify your livelihood here in America, especially when we talk about immigration na vitu kama hizo. So go ahead.
you can be able to see my screen.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
can share your screen.
yeah, so this is what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
So the platform is called Navismart AI, which
Yeah.
is navigating smartly.
Hmm.
So it's an AI powered platform that simplifies immigration process and streamlines.
So how
Um,
did you go here? How did you get to this
okay,
platform?
good. So what I did, I just typed in www.navismartai.com. That's how I got.
That's on Google.
Yeah, just Google or just type
Yeah.
in www.smartai.com, and then
Hmm.
here we go. But they need to ask you to sign up. So for me, I already signed up. So if I can come here, log out, and then sign up again. So let me see if I want to log out. But I don't have to, because I already have a profile. So but let me just try. Okay, so here we are. So when you type in, it will give this option: either you sign up or to log in. Because
Mm-hmm.
so I already logged in, I already signed up, so I will just use okay. So they will send me a code that I need to put in. I can be able to see that. Okay. So okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining in. I see Dr. TK already yako kwa TikTok anasema uh, this is a very important topic. I have had an opportunity to work with on digitalization thesis, and I can. Oh, he didn't complete the sentence. I'm looking that from TikTok. Hello. He can touch on machine learning too. I Daktari, unasikia hiyo
Yeah,
maneno?
no, I get it. I get it. So we'll
Yeah,
get there
yeah,
if you get time. But so
yeah.
here, this is where we are now. So once you sign up, you sign in. Once you sign up, then you can be able to sign in, and then you're able to have this. So this is like history of what I've done before, but this
Mhm.
is for students. If you are aspiring to become a student, I remember
Yeah.
my first time when I was trying to get my studies abroad.
Mhm.
Just immediately after high school, I would go to. It used to. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Jogo House? I don't know. It's Jogo House, the house building just opposite Treasury in Nairobi CBD.
Yeah.
So I would go there, walk into those offices, ask for available scholarship. I would camp there for like a whole day. There was scholarship that people are going to Algeria and Morocco. I would
Mhm.
apply. That's the only way out, because there was no other way of getting this such information. So if you're a student aspiring, you don't have to wait anymore. You can sit
Yeah.
down at your home, in your car, wherever you are. Type in Navismart AI and you land here as a student. Now,
Mhm.
if you're entrepreneur, somebody who want to aspire, Trump recently and said that he would give green card to people who have like 5 million to invest US dollars. So if you want to start a business and you're in Kenya or all over the place, you can be able to come here and get information. So as a professional, you're looking for a job. Kenya, they call it kazi maju. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for kazi maju, here we are. And any other person, you're coming to visit a friend, you're coming to for medical attention, you're coming for vacation, you are coming to for conferences or whatever they are. So these are the leading questions. I would want to go back to students. So these are leading questions, but you can type in any question. Somebody asked me, I wish somebody would ask a question in the chat so that I can be able to type, but I'm assuming, let me use already existing question here.
Mhm.
So as a student, you're asking, why? How do I extend my stay after my study? So
Mhm.
in Utopia, it takes some few seconds and trying to gather information. One thing I need to let you know, that information that you're going to get here must come. We've trained our platform in a way that the information that it gives you must, and this is very important, Gary, must come from a verifiable source.
Mm.
Now, other platforms will give you information, good for general information, but when it comes to migration, you don't want to act on wrong information. It can cost you a lot, it can cost your life. So in this case, what we're doing, we are making sure that our platform only returns information that is either from a verified or government website or a verified source.
Yeah, I think from there somebody can ask what is the now major reason between this and just googling on Google.
Good. You can imagine if I had, say, extending student visa after graduation. It will not give me the answer, but it will suggest a website that can be able to give me those answers. So I will go to one link, and then remember, I'm looking for a specific information, but I will have
Mhm.
to spend like 10 minutes reading through the whole so that I can be able to get what I'm looking for. Now, that is what our
Mm.
platform does, is to
Yeah.
help you do that job. Our platform will be able to gather that information from different sources. Google is different because Google will give you a link to a specific source. You'll go
Mhm.
through it, then
Yeah.
you go to another one. But this one will give you comprehensive information that has been received and that has been gathered from different sources.
Mhm.
So you see, this one was gathered from here, another one is gathered from here. Okay. So one sentence, it tells you that the information already is gotten from two different sources. Now, this is USSCS government. All that
Mhm.
is received from USSCS Gary.
Yes.
I know you've gone through USSCS website,
Yeah.
and you can bear me witness that it's very hard to understand the information.
It's a
That's
yeah. It's like a full forest.
Yes, I did it, and I know it took me days to even get a specific. In fact, I ended up not getting some information. I had to write an email for them to them.
Mm,
But
mm,
here, our platform can be able to get that information for you and be able to give it to you. Now, and you have to know, if you look at the sources, this is .gov, .state.gov. So, which means they're either coming from the government website or verified sources. It just can't come
mhm.
from, like, I mean, I will tell you this. ChatGPT is a good tool, but the problem I have with ChatGPT is it gives information. For example, Gary posts something on social media.
Yes.
Say that there are 10,000 Kenyans in Washington State, for example, not verifiable,
Yeah.
not from a verified site, but you just indicated it on the website or on a social media platform.
Yeah.
ChatGPT will be able to say that there are 10,000 people because it got it from your posting that you did on website.
Oh, it doesn't confirm.
Yes, and again, even you are posting, but nobody can trust that whatever you're posting is correct or not, right?
Yes.
But when
Uh-huh.
it comes to a government website, when it comes to verifiable sources, that it has to be verified before it's posted there. So our platform
Mhm.
can only give you, like I said earlier, is that immigration is very sensitive, and we don't want to act on a very wrong information. So we're trying to make sure that our platform can be able to give you information. And if I'm lying, I want anyone right now today ask, what is the number of Kenyan population in US? And if ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, please give me the source of information.
Yeah.
I did it, and I was surprised that the ChatGPT told me, I'm sorry for the earlier inconvenience, because upon checking the available
Allah,
data, yes, upon checking, I found that this is what should be
iliomba
correct.
msamaha.
Yes. So I think that's what makes our platform unique.
Mhm.
So that is a question that's already typed. But I'm assuming, for example, just say I want to look for a question that is there a question in the chat that I can be able to type in and maybe probably ask?
Let me guys, just ask questions. Remember, we are talking to Dr. Ouma, who has invented some kind of AI that can help you with mostly immigration, and I believe other things, right?
Yeah,
Not just immigration.
yeah.
So if you have any questions, let me see my people on just post your questions if you have questions, so that we can test with one question.
Okay. So let me come to, for example, I'm a professional, or maybe others. Let's say others, and then, for example, how do sorry, I get green card? Is it something like that? Green card through marriage. Yeah, something like that. So it should be able to give you some response. So it's
Mhm.
gathering this. It means it's looking for that information from different sources and be able
Yeah.
to give that to you. So you can have a conversation with your platform, do a follow-up question, something not clear to you, you want clarification. So it gives you the steps. And
Does it add links or as well?
yes, so for example, I'll show you. Yeah, for example. So this is you see this updated 2025.
Uh-huh.
So you can be able to trust that whatever it's getting you is the most current one. So it gives you this information, what you need to do, but it can also give you, if you want to confirm, for example, let's say here, okay. So you can click on this, it takes you out to website. I hope
Mm.
you can be able to see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can be, for example, if you need an email, their email, or you want to talk to someone from there, it will give you that so that you can be able to talk to them.
Mm.
So this is what happens. So AI has made life very simple. You are in your village, you are somewhere in the remote part of the world, and then you don't even know how to start. Like,
Yeah.
where do I start? I want to come to US. How where do I even start? How do I even start? And so what you need to just have your phone, type in www.navismartai.com. You can be able to get all the information. And this goes out even for people who are looking for opportunity outside, whether it's in US, whether it's
Mhm.
in Saudi Arabia, whether it is in Qatar, whether it's in Europe, wherever the place. If someone tells you that a company X is employing people, use the platform to verify, does that company X exist? And if it does it have chances of employing people, so that even if you're to
Mm.
pay,
Yeah.
an agent, then you paying with some confidence that you verified from your end that the company X exists
It's
and is
legit.
employing people.
Wow.
So this saves a lot of people from being scammed, from
Yeah.
from getting wrong information.
Hmm.
People go out there, but they don't know what they're expecting. So you can use this as a student, whoever, even if you are to travel, you can be able to use this to be able to, and it's
Oh,
free to use.
somebody has shot a question here.
Okay.
F1 visa timeline after DQ by NVC. I don't know what that is.
F1.
Visa.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, let me just type it. F1 visa after after
F1,
what?
F1 visa
Oh,
timeline.
timeline. Okay.
Yeah, after
Uh-huh.
DQ by NVC, and that's a question from TikTok by Adomare.
So by DQ, after DQ by NVC.
Yes.
Okay. So it should be able to gather that information if the
Hmm.
question is well framed. Okay. Yes. So it gives the answer. I hope he's able to watch. He's watching what we're doing. So here we go. So here, for the timeline for F1 visa, which is unmarried children of whatever, after being documentary qualified DQ by the NVC,
Yeah.
can vary significantly. But here is what you need. So first, you need to from DQ to interview scheduling. So you need to do all that. Okay,
Hmm.
and then factors affecting processing time include visa quota, case completeness, and consular, and all that. And you can be able to have that information from all these verified links,
Yeah.
and it tells you how long it will take. So it takes between
Hmm.
1 to 4 months. And ask him, he can be able to use the platform. You don't have to pay for anything, it's free, you can use it. So I will explain where now, if you are to use at advanced level, then that's where now you'll be able to pay for that. But for this, what I'm demonstrating is free to use. We want to empower people, especially those who are already in the US.
Yeah.
People, that we depend, Gary, we depend on a lot of information are being thrown in our WhatsApp groups.
Hmm.
Sometimes we don't know, we can't verify where does that information come from.
Yeah.
Somebody just get it from one group A to group B to group C, group D, and all that. And so I see people asking question, how do I do about this now? We all know that right now in US, you may not be able to board domestic flight unless you have real ID. And people
Mm.
are asking, how do I get real ID? How does it look? What do I need to do? You don't need to worry much. Just take a platform, use the platform, ask all the information that you need, and it will be able to turn it on you. And that's what that's the power of AI. So AI is making our life simple by not worrying much, by saving you on cost, by saving you on the time that you'll spend, making your life simpler and easy in terms of able to do some things.
Yeah, I see. Let me just cut you short. I see Dr. TK. I've sent a link. You can join this conversation and ask your questions live. You can join in the conversation and ask your questions live. I've just go to our YouTube channel. You will see the link that I've pinned on the comment section. So just go there and you can be able to join our live and ask your questions. I hear you have pertinent questions.
Good.
So I've just provided a link on our YouTube channel. Go and click that link and join in the conversation. Meanwhile, I see Henry Prudence saying great conversation. I see Faith Muna Siengo. Yeah, is a great person from Hope Leadership Trust, an organization here in Seattle, Washington, and they are interested in teaching people AI. So you should be the go-to when it comes to that. I see Mr. Saved Come Now, the guy who liberates men and gives real talk with trying to save men here in America. It's called Saved Come Now. Thank you so much. I see Salaman and Joroge, great conversation. Thank you so much. So if you want to come on our live platform, just go to our live on YouTube and request. I've sent a link there. So go ahead, Dr. Ari.
Okay. Yeah. So Gary, what I've just shown or demonstrated is just a simple part of what AI can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
What AI can do. Yesterday I was listening to Mark Zuckerberg
Yeah.
and Microsoft CEO Nadell Satya, I think Satya, I don't remember the name well.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what they expect AI to do in the next coming years. And so already the things that are being done by human beings would be done by AI.
Mm-hmm.
AI will be able to withstand some condition that a normal human being will not. Imagine if you had to work for 24 hours without stopping. It's not
Mm-hmm.
possible for a human being, right? For
Yeah. Yeah.
AI, the productivity will increase in terms of AI can be able to work without getting tired. It
Mm-hmm.
can be able to work in those hard conditions. So if you're working in an environment that requires a lot of heat,
Mm-hmm.
a human being may not survive there, or a place which is so cold, a human
Yeah.
being cannot be able to survive there. But AI can be able to withstand. And I need to understand. So robotics or robots are controlled by AI. So when we talk about AI, we talk about robotics as well, and robots which are being controlled by AI. So AI making our life simpler in
Mm-hmm.
one, also even in the industry. So in healthcare right now, I saw something last this week or last week talk about the new invention in terms of cancer disease. So they are trying to break into helping people find a treatment for those diseases
Mm-hmm.
to increase the chances of predicting the cause.
Yeah.
Also, if there's any prevention measures to be done, all those things. So AI is supporting all the industries. Now, when it comes to migration, getting information, doing research. So I'm looking for a lawyer who is um, ready to or want to do a legal research.
Mm-hmm.
Lawyers, and we have to agree, they're great people, but they're not much as updated. So imagine if you went to school like 10 years ago, a lot of things have changed. So if you're
Yeah.
talking your case, then you have to be updated. Now, what you need to do, you need to spend more time facing the client, giving them correct information, other than spending more time looking for that information. So you need to save
Mm-hmm.
time. How do you save time? By using our platform, for example, to be able to say, I'm going to argue this case. What will be the current, argument or legal terms or whatever I can be able to have. So our platform will be able to provide you that information, which is very fast and easier than if you are to go through the Google and other traditional way or go through the papers. And so that is one of the best ways that through our platform can be able to do. What I've talked about is free. It's AI-powered search engine that provides personalized information cited in different languages. By the way, I would demonstrate, for example, when you want to know this answer in Swahili, it can
Yeah.
be, or in French, it can be able to provide you with that.
What
So,
about local dialects? Like, there are other like demographics, like for instance, here in Washington,
yes,
have older generations that
yes.
are not very fluent in either English nor Swahili.
Okay.
So how easy, first of all, is the interface
Mhm.
to be accessible to such demographics, and also can it interpret to local vernacular languages?
So already we have over 10 languages, but it may not be able to provide all the answers in those different more than 10 languages as that
Hmm.
now. But of course, it's an improvement that we're making, and we hope that it will be able to help as much as possible in different languages to people who need them.
Yeah.
We understand that French, English, Swahili, and also, so I'm sure 100% we've trained it on Swahili. It can be able to answer, but I may not be able to talk about native dialect. Some of them we may, but like I said, we plan it to have all them included in future.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Now, I've seen like you must have an account.
you don't have to have account.
Mm.
So you can prompt, I would say, let me say it in normal term, ask question. You can ask up to 5 questions without really signing up. Now, after the fifth one, then you have to sign up. The reason is, so people who are interested would
Hmm.
ask, somebody will ask one question, second question, third question, fourth and fifth. This is somebody who is interested in a long term. So
Yeah.
the difference is, if you look at my screen on the left, there's history on what I've been able to ask.
Hmm.
Okay. Now that's what makes it different. So when you don't sign up, you never see those history on the left side. But when you sign up, you can be able to see them. So you don't have to sign it up But unless you ask me more than 5 questions, then you need to sign up.
Yeah. Well, another question is now, because this is still a search engine, it's like still a search engine.
Yes.
How safe is it for underages? Is it anything that you ask that pops up, or it's governed?
We can say this. People tried, and I want people to try and even challenge me right now, if possible.
Mm.
It will not give you anything which is not related with migration. So once you ask, you ask you, sorry, I am only trained on immigration issues.
Mm.
Now, there are some terms, if for example, that you're using that it will not be able to give you a response.
Yeah.
So it depends what you're asking. So
Mm-hmm.
there are some words that we made it possible. I mean, impossible for it to be able to give you the answers for them. And
Mm-hmm.
I want people, anyone who's here now can use it and tell me, yes, what you're saying is true or I'm lying. So yes, it cannot give you some answers, especially the ones that either they're not morally right or
Yeah.
legally right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we welcome questions because this is a very interesting conversation. We all in class. We are all in class. I see my good friend Justus Koril Bungei all the way from Aussie. Yeah? Wasemanga huko kuna nyoka wengi sana. Sijui kama ni ukweli ama si ukweli. But AI inaweza tuambia kama kuna nyoka wengi Australia ama
Mm. Mm.
But big up, Mr. Justus. I'm happy to see you here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Thank you guys who are watching us from TikTok. Naona watu wako wengi sana. Sema Jacqueline Moheso anasema very informative, and thank you for your gifts. Yeah, Doctor, the link is up there. Just go to our YouTube and request so that you can come in live. And anyone else who wants to come in live, the link is on our description. Just come in live and ask questions. We are talking about AI, artificial intelligence. Kuna watu wako very spiritual. Ukianza kusema mambo ya artificial intelligence, what do you tell them? Ni kama wanaanza kusema ati mnaona Mungu hajatosha ama nini?
Okay. Let me just tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's called artificial intelligence. It's not natural intelligence.
Yeah.
So I don't think there will be anything which has super intelligence than us in the near future.
Yeah.
And for me, here, I'm very religious. I'm really, I'm Christian, Catholic, but I also believe that if we were to use something to make life simpler or easier for us, then why not? I'm going to give you an example of how long it took me to be able to gather information. That time would have spent on something more productive. I'm trying to imagine people are being scammed. You're selling your last cow to give to an agent without doing due diligence to make sure that whatever is promising you is available. You lose money. Do we have to go to action because we are spiritual? So we are solving the problem. We are helping our people who are losing money to the scammers, helping our people who are struggling with information, people who are paying legal fee where they're not supposed to pay a legal fee. And that just takes me to the next point, Gary.
Yeah.
What I've shown is just the beginning of our platform. Our platform goes to the next level. Or for example, you're applying for visa interview, you're applying for citizenship, kind of interview.
Yeah.
But you are not sure whether you have other documents. You're applying for asylum, for example, but you don't know whether what you have is it's enough. Like you still need to have documents. So what we do, our platform does what is called eligibility and compliance check. It will ask you question until you are eligible, all your documents are up to date, and you are eligible to apply for this. And that's just one. There are a number of visas. For example, there's people who want to change from F1 to something else. Okay. There are people who want to change from B1 to something else. So you need to be able to know, do you qualify to be able to apply that? Especially if you came here and then we want to go for employment. So our platform can be able to help you if you are eligible. Now, anything else that I'm talking about here are not free. There's a fee for them. What I've
Mm-hmm.
shown, the platform is free. You can use it, you don't have to pay. But if you need those additional services, for example, confirm if you're eligible for a particular one,
Mm-hmm.
and if, for example, it can be able to see if your documents are compliant, for example, the expiration date. Right now, I've talked about a real ID which is expiring on 7th, right? There's a
Yeah.
legal obligation. What do you want? What you need to do? You're starting a business. You're running some kind of business, or you're looking for employment. You already have employment. You want to file your taxes and all that. Those returns. Those are the things I'm talking about. Are you eligible? Are you eligible for any particular benefit? All those things, our platform can be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
second one is documentation support. Sometimes we send in those documents, they stay there, they come back to us, and they don't even know where we made the errors. Now, to reduce the errors in this document, our platform will be able to tell you that there's a problem in your documentation. We help you prepare them. We help you to review that, make sure that they don't have errors. Our platform can help you autofill them. So I'll give an example. If you are applying for a visa, a particular document, our platform will ask you, scan this document 1, document 2, document 3.
Yeah.
Our platform will be able to integrate the information that it needs from all those documents to be able to, can be able to autofill those forms. By the way, all the forms that relate to immigration in Kenya, in America, from B1, B2, DS1, 60 days to 60, down to the last one, they're all available in our platform, and you can be able to see them. I remember when I was doing my uh, uh, application,
Yeah.
from Kenya, I didn't
Uh-huh.
even know how that form looked like. So I was just relying on hope that I would do page 1, move to page 2, move to the next form, make to the next, like that. But I didn't know. I wish I had a way of just looking at, envisioning, having a preview of what I'm going to fill out.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're doing. We can be able to download our platform, our form. If you want our platform to help you fill them out, it will. If you want to do with them, then you can be able to do them. And so that's what we're doing. We're also helping, our platform also help drafting legal documents. So, for example, you can be able to help lawyers who are drafting some petitions, affidavit and briefs, or even as an individual. There are some documents that you don't know how to go about them. There are some which are not allowed. You're not allowed to use AI, but it can give you an idea on how you're supposed to be able to fill them out. Okay. Now, another thing is application management. So how do you apply? Where do you send to the document? It can be able to guide you on submission, track your admission, your application, be able to update you and notify you that it has already been delivered. Somebody has opened your document. Somebody's looking at it. Expect response within 2 days and all that. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, it will help you if there's some changes you need. For example, I had booked an appointment with the embassy. I want to change status and schedule and all that, so it can be able to provide you.
Wow.
I have two more on what our platform can be able to do, but I want to
Mm-hmm.
pause there and ask if any questions, some contribution from the members listening.
Yeah, I think guys are having trouble getting into our link, but it's there. You just click and you find yourself in the studio, and I will allow you in. I see Mr. Justus tulienda naye primary school
Oh, nice.
from Eldoret. Amesema lazima nimtambue. But he's saying I'm a cyber security student at the moment at Charles Darwin University, ako Australia. I
Okay.
like the way AI is changing lives. It's the way to go. Absolutely. Thank you, brother, man.
Yeah, yeah. You're like you still have friends you went to school with in primary school. I don't know. My
Kwani wewe
friends
una?
wako mahali. Gary, it depends. So I went to school in those, village school, and after that, I know
Don't
I
be
think I know.
ashamed of your prime or schools, bwana.
Yeah, I'm saying
Uzitaje.
that's what I'm saying. I, I went to Kikamayo Primary School. It's somewhere in the interior part of Homa Bay County. Yeah, West Karachuonyo, Kindube, around Kindube. So that's how I went to
Eh,
school, and not so many people that I still remember that who are in that school. Now, but fine, here we are. So, Gary, I want to go back to the point. So, what we can be able to do, our platform can be able to do, is
mm,
visa interview um, and citizenship interview preparation. So if you're going for the visa, you don't know what to ask. You don't know, I mean, what to be asked. You don't know what you're expecting. How do you
Yeah.
prepare? In most cases, people struggle. They don't get visas, not because they deserve to get a visa. It's because they're not prepared. They had no one to prepare
Mm.
them. People don't have
Mm.
information. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
visit my auntie. What there's specific terms, there's specific things that you need to be able to have.
Yeah.
So our platform can be able, depending on how you've interacted with our platform, as you interact with the platform, it gets some information about you. So for example, if we know that you are in Kenya, you are going for the visa at Nairobi, that will be different from somebody who is in Rwanda going for a visa to come to go to Uganda, for example. So it can be able to, based on your interaction, can be able to advise you, help you book for appointment, help you do more interviews. So it can be able to challenge you, like like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So you can ask a question, answer. Even right now, you can even type, what are the possible questions that I may be asked as a student coming to study in America?
Mm-hmm.
What are the possible questions and the responses that I can be able to ask by a consular?
Yeah.
Consular. So you can be able to have that. But again, you can have one-on-one preparation. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, we have examination and preparation guide that can guide you to be able to do that. So our platform can be able to help you. But if you need a human touch, we can also, connect you with that. And that brings me to the second point, to the second last point, is that our platform has what we call smart user matching capability. So for example, um, I'm in US, but I'm looking for housing services. I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
for driving services. Where do I go to? I know, like, when you come to America, you may probably need to do some refresher course or do some driving test before you actually able to do an exam. So not everyone does that, but that is what's recommended. So I'm looking for service, for example. I need services that Gary is offering. How do I get Gary? If I don't know about Gary. So our platform, depending on how you interact, can be able to connect with vetted providers. So whether it is in healthcare, whether it is in social media, whether it's media coverage, whatever field that you're looking for, it can be able to help you. And of course, we can be able to customize. We have customized support and referrals based on how you've interacted with our platform. Now, this is the last one, but this is not for the individuals. This is for people who are legal and consultation of immigration services. So whether you are a lawyer, whether you are an agent, whether you are, as long as you're in the pipeline of providing immigration services. So our platform can help you enhance your client service. So like I said earlier, as a lawyer, the best a lawyer can do is to have time with the client, other than spending more time looking for the resources, looking for the information they can be able to provide to their clients. So if our platform can be able to support you doing that, you spend more time supporting, helping, and of course, providing services to your clients. And that's what our platform will do for you. So I would want to summarize that our platform, Navismart AI, is an AI-powered platform that simplifies and streamlines immigration process for individuals and service provider. That saves you time, it saves you time and cost. It enhances efficiency and accuracy. Now, the things we provide include we AI-powered platform, a conversational search engine that can help you provide information that you're looking for that relates to immigration. It can support you in providing eligibility and compliance check, documentation support, application management, visa interview, and citizenship interview preparation. It can be able to connect you with service providers. And as a service provider, we can use our platform providing dashboard and statistics that supports your services, your client
Mm.
or your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. That was very informative. And I feel like it's a conversation that we should keep at it. Just trying to help our people. We always say information is power,
Yeah.
but it's not power until you put it into use. So, and the more we hammer this information, the more people will be accessible to it and understand how to put it into use. So I appreciate you. So probably the last things, but not least, just say where guys can find you and your contact
Okay.
information. And
Yeah.
my friend Justus, I think kama uko hapa hivi live, I think I can go with you live. Kama I have your number, I'll talk to you and then we see if we can come in live. Uongee mambo ya Australia kidogo. Congratulations, you became a citizen. I think after hii tunafaa tukuje na wewe live kidogo, watu waelewe mambo ya
Yeah,
Australia
yes,
kidogo.
brilliant.
So yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. So what I want to say is this platform is not for just people coming to America.
yeah,
So I remember last year I was going back home and I had an American friend, and so he was not able to travel with me simply because he didn't know that, or we didn't know that he needed to have a visa to go to Kenya. And so it's a platform that supports that. So it's somewhere in the website of Kenyan, I think Kenyan government, that you needed to do that. But because in our mind we knew that he would be able to do that when he gets to at in Nairobi. And so having this platform gives you information. It will be easier for me than just going to the website and checking Kenyan website, typing in, I'm traveling to Kenya, I'm an American citizen. What do I need to
yeah,
have to be able to travel? And even Australian going to Canada, whatever, it's all about just people coming to America. So it's a platform that supports immigration from one point
yeah.
to another. So it's not just Kenya and America. And
Wow.
I need real. What are the real benefits that have happened so far? So I will look. There's a gentleman just called me earlier today. He got a scholarship to study in the UK, but he didn't have a sponsorship for accommodation. That was only for tuition, not accommodation. And then he was able to use our platform, got the available scholarship, and then he applied. He was able to get that scholarship, the accommodation, and so he's lucky now. Right now he has that. He's going into study UK in the next 2 months. And so those are real examples that our platform can be able to help people. What I want is that our people, especially who are in America now or in Australia or other places, make use of technology. It's the best thing that can ever happen to you today.
Yeah.
It is that simple. It makes your life simpler. It simplifies your life, and there are a lot of benefit that comes with it. Despite the challenges, someone talk about being spiritual. I believe that the benefits of accepting this technology are so enormous compared to the challenges that come with it. Otherwise, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to getting your feedback. How to get us? Now, you just type in, I'm available. You just type in my name. We have our YouTube channel as well. It's called Tech Guys 254. You can always find us there. But we have available. Just type in link. Type in Navismart AI. In our platform, we have our email address. We are available on LinkedIn. We are available in most of the social media. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Share your feedback with us, and let's spread this gospel. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Maze, for stopping by. It's a good thing, and our people are really informed. Asante sana. We'll keep at it. Maybe next time we'll bring this conversation into the people who probably didn't join, but the video will be there to just for the future. So keep it locked. Ndani ya Mkenya Marekani kama kawaida. We bring you information. I told you, look for us. If you have something to talk about, look for us. But there are people they don't look for us. We look for them, like Daktari. Marco Uma.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you then. Bye for now.
Yeah, bye for now. So guys, that was a very good conversation. Remember, Mkenya Marekani is here to enable the community, to help the community, inform the community. So it's our platform. If you have any story, talk about depression, talk about, many things. People always say, I'm biased. I talk about nursing throughout. Leo nimewaletea AI. Now, we have a couple of more interviews that I'll be bringing for different things. I talked about another professor who started as a caregiver, but he actually had studied in KU and South Africa, and he had to verify his documents, and now he's a lecturer in one of the universities here in Oregon. So yeah, if you have a story, if you have a business you want to promote, talk to us. We are here. We'll get you the reach, and let's empower one another. Mkenya Marekani, apart from the podcast, we also do live streaming for weddings, memorials, funerals. We do videography, photography, and also now the new kid on the block is for musicians. For musicians who are here, you're stuck. Ulikuja America, ukaingia mambo ya job, ukashindwa kuendelea na talanta yako. Now Mkenya Marekani offers very professional videos. Our videos are actually, we have the links to play your videos in Kenya on TV stations. We have released two videos this week, and they're all playing on national TVs back home. So yeah, talk to us if you're a musician and you want to produce your music. Don't usifike America then ulalie talent manze. Let's all explore differently, especially on our talents, cause huwezi jua manze, labda talent yako ndo itakupeleka mbele manze. So reach us on our platforms, all our follow us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, and also X, which is formerly Twitter. So follow us on all those platforms. And then also, if you have any documents that you need notarized, Mkenya Marekani also, it's going to be a one-stop shop. We are following our footstep from Professor Njenga, who is a good friend of ours here. Yeah, we are doing also notary. So if documents is need kunotariziwa, maybe unanid kupeleka, unanid one parent needs to go home na mzazi mwingine amesema work. So if you have to take your kids with one parent, you will need a notarized letter. Vitu kama hizo. Yeah. If for example uko hapa na una need sijui shamba yako itransferiwe na nini ama title transfer na vitu kama hizo, you will need a letter notarized. That's what we do. So I'm not a lawyer, but here in America you can become a public notary. Yes. So yeah, keep it locked ndani ya Mkenya Marekani. I think I'm gonna talk to Justice if he's available. We can talk about Australia. He's in Australia. We can bring him and talk a little bit about Australia, because if America is not possible, Australia is a very nice country. I've talked to different people I've never spoken to anybody in Australia on our platform, but I think Justice can be the first one. So let me see if he's available, then we can continue with the live. Haya, wacha nikate for now, and then we'll come back. Keep it locked. Subscribe, like, and share. God bless you.